Welcome back. The Arthritis New Zealand Appeal Week begins on September the 25th, and with 1 in 4 New Zealanders affected by a musculoskeletal disorder, it is important to create awareness. MSDs are the leading cause of disability nationwide. Here to tell us about her experience with rheumatoid arthritis is Sarah Clark.
Kind of felt alone because I was the only person I knew that had rheumatoid arthritis at the time. So I felt really by myself and that I needed to find people that had rheumatoid arthritis as well.
Yeah. What were your first symptoms?
I first started getting pain in my middle 2 knuckles on my middle fingers, and then slowly over time it spread to other joints. But my GP actually caught the symptoms really quickly and sent me for a blood test to check my rheumatoid factor, and then from there she referred me to a specialist.
So you were just getting pain around picking up pens, or?
Yeah, I just when I bend them like that, they'd just be really stiff, and they were quite noticeably swollen as well.
Because a lot of people say that the cold affects it.
Yeah, I don't particularly get affected by the cold. Probably more heat, if anything. They can get quite hot and inflamed, so I'm more of a put an ice pack on it to make it feel better.
Now, you suffer quite a lot of fatigue. Mm-hmm. Is this normal for someone with rheumatoid arthritis?
Yeah, it's one of the main symptoms actually, fatigue. Feeling really tired and lethargic and not wanting to do anything.
Oh, okay. So what are the main medications that you're on now?
So I'm on a drug called Plaquenil, which is a disease-modifying drug that changes the course of how the disease progresses. I inject methotrexate every week into my thigh, so I just get syringes from the hospital and do that myself. Every 6 to 8 months I take rituximab infusions, so go into the hospital for that and get it through IV, so it's about an 8-hour day every time I get those done. It's a type of chemotherapy, so it's quite an intense treatment. And I take folic acid a couple of times a week. That you have to be on that if you're on methotrexate. And I also take omeprazole, and that helps line my stomach and just make all the medications a bit easier on my stomach.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of medications we take at quite a young age.
Yeah.
So you're injecting yourself pretty much
every week.
Mm-hmm. And so that slows the progression of the disease.
Yeah, well, all the drugs are working to do different things, but the thing is that if you're not on any of them, your disease progresses a lot faster than it would if you were on them.
So your advice to someone who had said that if they had slight symptoms would be to do something about it sooner rather than later?
Definitely. You've got to be proactive, go to your GP, get a referral to a rheumatologist and get some advice on medications you could be taking.
Now tell me about the support group that you started, Super Young Arthritics of Wellington, and then it progressed to Super Young Arthritics of New Zealand. Tell me about that.
Well, like I said, when I was first diagnosed, I felt really alone and like no one else had it. So I kind of went in search of some other young people that had it and found a group in America called the International Autoimmune Arthritis Movement. And a lady there had been in a similar situation to me, and she'd started a group over there. So I thought, okay, well maybe I'll just start my own group here. So I did, and 4 of us met up in real life, and it was kind of like a group blind date, which was a bit awkward. And then it's kind of just grown from there. On Facebook we had a group called Super Young Arthritics of Wellington, and it was pretty much Wellington people, and we met up every now and then. And now it's New Zealand because it's just grown. Yeah, it's crazy. It's up to, I think we're up to like about 337 likes now. Yeah, and so people are asking questions on their daily and getting advice and about everything, medications, emotional support, social support, how to exercise, what questions to ask your GP. So it's just a really practical knowledge.
That would be hugely beneficial to somebody who felt alone.
Definitely.
Yeah, and so it's kind of working like a medical forum, but a social forum. Right. That's really cool. Now, you were a sporty person. Mm-hmm. How did it feel to be? It must be awful.
Yeah, lots of people ask me that. It is hard to sit on the sideline because I do a lot of coaching now. I kind of try and live my life through the teams that I coach. I do occasionally play something, but I get to the point where I'm like, okay, that's enough for the moment. That's probably the hardest thing for me, not being able to play sport.
How about working? You work full time, so...
Yeah, working can be a hard one. It's tiring and long hours. I have actually changed my work life slightly in the last term. I'm doing part-time hours and relieving, but I'm getting work every day. It's just the difference. I can leave at the end of the school day rather than leave at 5:30. which is quite a big difference for me. So having a management team and a workplace that can be flexible around your needs is really important.
And if you could see more funding put into from the health system, the national health system, into people with MSDs, where would you like to see it put?
Oh, I think there's a big gap in the market for people aged 20 to 50. I think there's a lot of time and effort put into the people that are older, that have not my kind of arthritis, osteoarthritis, and also there's quite a lot of stuff there for children as well through Starship. But I think we're kind of like a forgotten age group, and it would be definitely good. I know Arthritis New Zealand is putting a lot of work into that at the moment with their Fit for Work campaign, which is all around younger people with arthritis.
And that's about creating awareness?
Yeah, that's right, and also saying how important it is for young people with arthritis to keep working for their social health and their emotional health. That's really important.
That's it for today. Central News is now online, and we really want viewers to be